For God's sake, que calorcito hacer. Are you really going to have me stand around while you and this cat brawl fix whatever busted up in the car?
Uh-huh.
Man, I seriously don't know why I even signed up for this in the first place. Probably should have stayed in Zion. Get my ass shot real good. Least I wouldn't have had to deal with you three stooges. Okay, with you four. How long till you patch that motherfucker up? What do you mean enough to read the new script? I'm starting to believe you have staged all of this up. Abby, fine, whatever you say. Fucking Plunger is bringing up old shit. Starting up with the 9mm SMG, as it is the first gun on this list you can find. While many early game enemies carry it, one can be found on top of a box near the bed you wake up in Doc's crib. Granted, you have to repair it in order to use it, but with just a bit of point spending and repair, it can be yours. It deals 14 damage, which honestly is surprising. It's only slightly less than that of the 9mm pistol. Also has an incredibly high fire rate, which cranks up its DPS to an incredible 154. Funny, considering it is based on the M3 grease gun. Not only is this weapon chambered in 45 CP, but it also fires real slow. Granted, the new Vegas rendition is smaller. You can switch the stick magazine out for a drum, doubling its capacity. Feel free to improve the bolt, increasing its fire rate even further. This weapon is borderline amazing even in the late game, at least against fleshy talk. Does suffer against armored foe, though B tier. Now onto the unique grease gun, which is Vance submachine gun. You can ask Prim Slim about the missing gun in the Vicky and Vance casino, and discover he has been hacked. If you explore a bit around Outer Vegas and West Side, you might encounter a cozy old house owned by the Wins couple. You'll find out they're planning to go payday, and the strip casino's using Vance piece. With enough speech you can talk them out of it and get the gun. Or just crack the safe open with 100 luck. If you thought the normal grease gun was good, get ready son. Doing even more damage and DPS than the normal submachine gun. The sexy tube of lube already comes equipped with all the fancy mods, like the drum mag. Sure, it still suffers a bit against armor, but then again you're spitting lead so fast and so hard that it's the equivalent of playing the Wiimote round in the Wii Sports sword games. All of this at the cheap price of using 9mm rounds. A tier, for sure. The 10mm SMG is the early to mid-game alternative to the grease gun. It's supposed to be some sort of heckler and cock MP5 prototype thing. Does high damage, more than the grease gun and just a little bit less than Vance SMG. Fires slower, though lowering the overall DPS. Can be found all over the wasteland, too. Not as immediately as its 9mm, but various vaults and important locations, such as Boulder City, have some of these laying around. In my opinion, the cereal box MP5 suffers from the same issue as the 10mm pistol. It's very good, certainly viable, but enemies in New Vegas tend to carry 9mm weapons and ammo more frequently in the early game. Not to mention, it is a much lighter and cheaper alternative to 10mm. You're missing out on the punch, but winning on volume. Also, it's a very expensive weapon, which makes it great for selling due to its abundancy. Guess I would rank it in me tier 2, along the 9mm, since it's a side grade after all, or due to the aforementioned issue. Slee Tide, the unique 10mm. It's black and silent, just like the average Detroit. It's the only automatic weapon you can sneak into a casino, as it is considered a hold gun. Fires faster, does more damage, and has a larger magazine. This elevates its DPS to be on par with Vance SMG. However, this one does have the advantage of being so reasoned. The main inconvenience is that it is a DLC weapon, and that it is incredibly expensive. Not sure about this one. Honestly, it's sold by the vendor drop. This, along its price, means that by the time you are able to get it, you potentially have much better options for both combat and stealth. Most pistols are holdout weapons too and have much higher critical damage than the Sleepy Timey, along being easier to get, for example. I guess I'm going to go off objectiveness here and rank it in A tier along Vance and machine gun. Lower due to everything mentioned, for sure.